Hello and welcome to Issues from Twitter. It's been a while that I actually carried any issue from Twitter and discussed it here, but this one is just, for me, just so irritating. And that today we'll be looking at Shettima, the vice presidential candidate of the APC. That's the running mate of Tinubu. This is someone who has been going around, trying to form tough man, hard man, and all of that. Talking about the fact that nice men don't make good leaders or something like that, he says, and talking about the ruthlessness of Sani Abacha. And what is really surprising me is the fact that this is someone who was in government. As a governor, he was so cowardly. He didn't even have the guts to even speak. And right now, he's just going about just feeling as if he's one strong man and all of that. So I'm going to take this from 2014, May 14, 2014. We had gone to, as the group BBOG, we had gone to ask him what happened, where are the girls, and make demands on him. And I remember, he said something, I wish it's quoted here in this newspaper, where he said that if I speak, heads will roll. And we, even as members of the Bring Back Our Girls movement, we were like, speak, whatever head we roll, let it roll. This is somebody who couldn't speak. Right now, he's just going about forming a big, strong man and stuff like that. I don't shall blame you. Now, Nigeria, I blame. Honestly, Nigeria, but we have short memories and all of that. Let me read this thing. And so it goes this way. Borno State Governor Kashim Shettima has said that he has been trying hard to restrain himself from making comments about the Boko Haram insurgency, adding that if he were to disclose what he knew, many heads will roll. As governor, you couldn't speak that heads will roll. Let heads roll now. Let's hear what it is. He couldn't. But here you see going around and just speaking as just like people that should be hiding their heads in shame. The governor, who was urged to go on with the disclosure by the crowd of Bring Back Our Girls protesters who met him at the Borno State Governor's Lodge, Asokoro, Abuja, declined to reveal anything. He said such disclosures will only overheat the polity, stressing that he had made up his mind to keep quiet and let things unfold by themselves. This is what he said May 14, 2014. Shettima expressed regrets over doubts of the kidnap in certain quarters, citing comments attributed to the national woman leader of the People's Democratic Party, Mrs. Kema Chikwe, stressing that there were echoes of opinions at the higher level. This was one of the things, honestly, that was done with the Chibok girls abduction, where up to today, you still have people who are asking you where girls abducted and all of that. People are saying, oh, this, that. Human beings like us were taken away from school. Our children that people sent to school, just the way we send our own children to school, were taken away. And people were busy talking about all sorts of things, not focused on even now, 8 years after, there are people who still come to you and say all of these things. I remember one of the Chibok mothers in 2014 said something. She said anytime that she heard people say that Chibok girls abduction never happened, that she asks herself, does that mean that her 18-year-old daughter never existed? Because she sent the daughter to school and she never came back, and she hasn't yet come back. Think about that. If you are one of those that still talking about Chibok girls and saying that their abduction never happened. He said, that is the Shettima now in 2014, said government had met with some parents from Chibok who watched the video and subsequently identified 36 of their words from the clip. Shettima reiterated that he had information regarding movements of the insurgents, but added that I cannot reveal anything so that we do not put our daughters in danger. He said the state government had a very good channel of sourcing information from the villagers through local leaders and traditional rulers. Anywhere the villagers suspect an unusual movement of vehicles, they pass the information to the village heads, who pass it to the Shehu of Borno, the Shehu of Dikwa, the Shehu of Bama, Emir of Biu, and any other chief in the state. Reacting to the charge that the government was foolhardy in letting students attend school under security threats, Shettima said the school in Chibok was considered relatively safe after thorough assessment of all schools and towns before the examination. In their respective addresses, a former Minister of Education, Obieze Kwesili, and Hajia Maria Uwe said they were at the Governor's Lodge to hear from Shettima his own rules regarding the effort being made to rescue the Chibok girls. And of course, in that statement, I think within that period, Chibok was one of the relatively safe place in Borno at that time. It had never been attacked. So there was this, okay, let the children, school had been closed down, other students were all at home. That's why it was only the final year students that were there writing their exam before the unfortunate incidents happened. But for me to see Shettima now going about trying to make himself see as if he's one brave, strong ruler, be strong leader, whatever it is that he's putting he's projecting himself to be, it's just so funny and so pathetic, really. This was somebody that, as a governor, you said you had things you couldn't say that because head we roll. You were afraid as a governor that heads we don't roll. You see, as VP that you're not afraid. Anyway, I know shall blame you. Now the nation where we get, because there's some people who be say they not even supposed they anywhere where they talk about maybe person can't be leader. But anyway, na Nigeria, anyhow, anything if you happen anyhow. Now so it be. But we of this country as it is, so by the grace of God, we go fix am. We go get better country. Be say no be anyhow people we just come and say they want leaders for this country.